Hey everyone, it's John Morley, and as you recall, just a little while ago, we actually did an unboxing for the Dyson V7, and I've finished my tests with it. I've gone through power, I've gone through the low mode, the high mode, and I have to tell you that I was pretty surprised with this vacuum. It actually held up pretty well. So let me tell you about some of the things. First thing is, as I mentioned to you, you get this nice little handy-dandy little caddy that you can mount on your wall, and then the power plug actually just wraps right around here and tucks in this little crevice. So it makes it really easy so that when you're storing this device, basically all you're doing is you're slotting it right back in there. So they've made this. They made this really easy. It actually goes just like this to show you, and so you're shoving it down just like that, and it actually goes into the hole for the charger. So what I like about it is I like these red buttons. They're really cool. Just press them, and it unlocks. Press it again, it unlocks. And not only does it work on here, but it works on the vacuum as well. The other thing that I really like about this vacuum that I'm just going to show you, and take the garbage out a second, is I love the way you can just empty this thing. And I know I showed you this before, but it's really easy. Now I've got garbage in here. I just pull this lever up like this, and then I pull it all the way up. I'm just doing this with one hand, and you can see all the garbage just dropped. I don't know if you can see that right in the trash. And then what I do is I push the top down, and then I go ahead and push the lid up, and we're good to go. So the thing about the Dyson that I really like is it's really flexible. It's easy to use, and what I like is that when you run the vacuum, I mean, it has pretty good suction on the low power, okay, which actually you have max and you have low. You can hear the difference. So here's low, okay, and the beer still turns. When I turn on the high mode, you'll see the difference. Okay, it sounds a little more like a hairdryer, right? Again, I like this model. It's a V7, so let's tell you that it worked really well. I took some cereal, I crushed it, I put it on the floor, I put it on the carpet, I put it on a low pile carpet, I put it on my tile. Did a pretty good job. Even on the low setting, it actually picked it up pretty well. I was really impressed. What was a little challenging for it is that when I was trying to get into some of the crevices, like near the cabinets, I did need to put it on the high power. What I like with the vacuum is that when you use it and you actually tip it, when you push it to the side, the head has a nice little thing so that it kind of, the ball causes it to rotate. So when you're taking it and you just basically twist your arm left or right, you'll notice that it actually causes the bottom here. So just like this, when you twist your hand left or right, I like that. That's really nice. You can get between the refrigerator or underneath the crevices of the cabinets. But you do need to put it in high mode when you are going to be trying to get near those crevices, because you just can't get right through them. So that's a little bit challenging. So that was the one thing. The other thing that I wasn't crazy about, and I'm not sure if it happens with all vacuums, but we're going to definitely test this with other vacuums, is that when I was vacuuming and I had some bigger pieces and I tried to vacuum it, it actually kind of went over it but didn't vacuum it. It kind of like didn't really get in the vacuum. That was on the bigger pieces. The smaller pieces, it did a really good job with messes, with crackers, cereal. I did some grains, some salt, some sugar. Did an amazing job. Again, this one here is the V7 Motor Head. Okay. Again, this is not the other model. The V7, which is the one that has the bottom in it, which has the little felt which we were talking about. So that particular model is the V7 Absolute, and that has it has on the bottom, it actually has a little piece of felt, so that if you're basically running it on wood floor, it's not going to scratch your wood floor. But like I said, when you're vacuuming with it, just to show you here, okay, you can see that when something gets under it, if it doesn't get all the way under, what I've noticed here by this little thing in the front is it somehow, I don't know, it just doesn't always get under the head. Now that's not the problem. I mean, you're not going to be using this to vacuum up, big sticks and things like that. But it does a really good job on the small stuff. So what I like is that I can take it in and take it out really quick and easy, just pushing the buttons, pushing the crevice tool in here just like this. You can see I can go around really easy, really fast. And I'm done, and I can do this with like one hand, which I like. You don't have to like do a lot. Here's the upholstery tool, which I like, very handy. I also found it really handy because I actually use the crevice tool. And what I did is I took the bottom off of this. So you see it comes off just again. Stick this right in like this. And what I found was really handy is sometimes, in your freezer when you get a bag, maybe you didn't seal it properly, I was able to vacuum up my freezer, which had some green, I think it was some broccoli, and then some Brussels sprouts, and then I had the real small green stuff that was going in there. So I thought it was great. Again, very simple. I just love that. Listen, hear that click sound? So you know it's in. You don't have to play a guessing game. And it works here, it works here. So one thing I didn't like is that if you're hanging this up, okay, there's no way for you they didn't make it. They should have done something on the side. The way they did it like this, I wish they would have done it like this. And this is on all their models. It's not just this particular model. I think they should have made the button, they should have made this holster so that when you're putting this in so that it was really on the side. Because then if they did that, I would have been able to get this in there. I can't do that, so I can only use this, and this is on the vacuum. Again, it's a great little vacuum. I think it's made really well. I like the way it cleans up very easily. So the charge time is pretty accurate to what they're stating. I actually got a little bit longer, maybe by a few extra seconds than what they stated in the book. I found it to be pretty good. The top, again, you do not have the filter on this particular model. But all in all, let's say out of a 10 scale, I'm actually going to give it, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the very best, I'm going to give it about a 9. And why am I doing that? Well, because I feel that the head on this vacuum, okay, if you're trying to vacuum things, the one thing I don't like is that if you've got something big and you have to vacuum that particular big item that you have, it's actually going to miss that item, and it's going to kind of like skate over it. So that's one thing. I'm definitely going to check some other vacuums and see if that happens the exact same way, and let you know. But again, for the price tag of this vacuum, which was like $2.99 minus a 20% coupon, plus tax, I think it's a pretty good vacuum. But if you do have hardwood floors, okay, then you definitely want to make sure that you get that other model, because if I want to get it right now, it's like $112 if you get it right from Dyson to get the second, to get this bottom with the felt on it. So they have a little piece of felt, as you can see, but not a lot. If you look here, look at how that, you can see how that spins. Now, if I put this into the low mode, take a look, it still spins quite a bit. Again, I'm really pleased with it for what I had bought it for and wanting it to use it for. I think it's going to do a great job for me. So again, this was the Dyson V7 Motor Head. And incidentally, if you have a particular product that you would like me to unbox for you or to do a review. So generally the way I work is that I do an unboxing of the product in the J Moore unboxings, and then I do have a section called the J Moore reviews. The J Moore reviews is where I actually take the product after it's been unboxed, and usually it has to be charged. Now, something that's important to note with a lot of these vacuums is that there are a lot of different options, like I was telling you. And I think what you're going to notice is that Dyson's made really, really well. I mean, the plastic, I've got to tell you, the plastic is made, it's really, really solid. The wheels, everything is really good. But I just feel that, I also noticed at the bottom, there's a little place you can put a little, like a quarter or something in. And what that does is allow you to lift this up so that if there was entanglement, you could get that out. Now, I also noticed here that if you see when I was cleaning, you can see in the glass there pretty well. So it did obviously leave the residue in the clear glass, but I know why they left it clear, because they want you to see that, obviously, that it's spinning. So again, I like the vacuum. It might be nice if it came in other colors. Maybe if it came in a blue or something like that, or if it came in a brown. But the Dyson V7 Motor Head only comes in this one color you see here, I guess we'd say kind of like a purple color. Actually, more of the breeder really comes in purple, but this comes in more of like a hot pink type of color, but not really a pink. Maybe more of a rose color. It's probably the best because it's not red either. So again, nice little vacuum. If you want something to help, maybe you need something for the car, or maybe you want to be able to clean up because you have a messy family and they're always taking their snacks in the chair, and more of the snacks actually get into the chair than into their mouth. This is probably a great vacuum for you. And I think it'll last, quite a while. Dyson seems to be made, I'm looking at the plastic, I'm knocking it. The other thing that I do not like is I don't like the fact that I can't change the battery on it. I wish I could. So that's the other thing I don't like. I hope you've enjoyed this unboxing. And again, if you would please like this video, share it, click the little bell notification icon, so this way you'll get notified when I have future videos on reviews. So remember, we have 3 sections. We have the J Moore Tech Talk shows, which we air them every week, and then we actually have them posted on the YouTube. And then we do the unboxings once or twice a month or so, and then we do the review section. So check out all those areas, share this with your friends, your families, and if you have a particular product that you'd like me to unbox or review, whether it be something small, whether it be something large, or maybe it be a particular appliance, be more than happy to give you my honest, unbiased feedback. But this is a keeper. At 9, I think it's great. I think what Dyson needed to do on the bottom is they needed to change this so that when the the chips, or I use these spicy little what was I using? I was actually using these. I was actually trying to sweep up these vegetable potato snacks, and you can see that they have this was, and it was getting stuck on this. It wasn't getting stuck in the sense they couldn't vacuum it. It was getting jammed, but it was passing right over. Again, I'm John Morley, and thank you so much for tuning into another J Moore Tech review, and we'll see you real soon.